That was so weird. Why do you always do that? It's so weird. That. Oh, what that does.
Gwen Stefani and Hallie Monobrow-Berry, so I'm going to pick from this.
You happy with your choice?
Yeah, sure, why not? I've not actually chosen anything yet, but you're going to get some highlight from here, I think.
What's that?
Pro refills, very gentle.
Thank you.
That one.
Thank you.
Apocalypse Red.
Thank you. Everything we bought was from Superdrug. Unfortunately, because me and my brother are both students, we couldn't buy like a full face of Brother Buys My Makeup, but I definitely got a few new things that I'm excited to try out. Some I'm not so excited to try out. I will have to use a few of my own products just to make a full face of makeup, but anyway, let's get started. So first things my brother picked up were these, which are brand new, and I've actually been really excited to try these. These are the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealers in Green 2 and Lilac 3. Now, if you watch my channel, then you'll know I'm obsessed with the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 1 Fair. I use it in every tutorial, so I'm really looking forward to trying these. So green cancels out redness, and I think purple cancels out like dark circles. I'm not really sure, but I will give these two a go. Obviously I haven't got any foundation on, so I will apply these underneath to conceal any redness or blemishes. So first off, I'm going to take the green concealer, and I'm just going to put that like all over here because that is where I've got a lot of redness at the moment. Ooh, I didn't actually realise how big this was. Look how much I put on that side.
This is so green.
I'm literally going ham on this. This could go horrifically wrong because I've never used it before. And then I'm going to take the lilac shade and just go under my eyes to try and conceal any redness. Woo! This looks crazy right now. Yeah, that has set pretty fast. Maybe I should have put a little bit on at a time and then like blending it out, because currently my whole face is a hue of green. Okay, that has actually really worked. I know my face is green, so that's probably why it's worked, but I literally look like the Hulk. Okay, I went a little bit overboard on that. So we decided against buying a new foundation because they're pretty expensive in the drugstore, and I also love my L'Oreal True Match, so I'm just going to stick with it. I know I'm cheating, but as I said, we are both students, so it's not really fair to buy like a whole new kit of makeup because it probably cost around £100. So we're sort of semi-cheating on this. I'm then going to go ahead and apply the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 1 Fair, just over the top of where we placed the lilac shade, just so that I can conceal those under eyes a bit more. Don't know if you can tell on camera, but that green concealer has literally cancelled out any of the redness. Like here I have an under the skin spot, and over here I have really bad spots and like texture at the moment. and using that green concealer has completely cancelled out all the redness on my skin. Got to say, I am actually really impressed by those concealers. Right, next thing bought was, the Rimmel Match Perfection. This is the Silky Loose Face Powder in 001 Transparent. Now, I've actually really wanted to try this out, so when he picked it up, I was like, yes! As many of you will probably know, I use my RCMA No Colour Powder to death on my channel. I absolutely love it. That and my Coty Airspun are the only loose powders I have. And I've heard actually really good things about this as a loose powder from the drugstore, so I'm excited to try it out. I've got to say, I'm quite surprised. In the pan, it looks really pinky toned, but when you put it on the skin, it does look quite like white translucent. But I'm hoping, because it has got a slight pinkier tone to it, that the flashback won't be as bad. I'm just going to wipe that bake away now and see how it looks. Then next, he picked up the Collection Eyes Uncovered Matte Nude Rose Palette. Now I think Fleur de Force spoke about this in her like new in May favourites, and it is really pretty. I really like these rosy warm tones for every day. So I'm going to give that a try. I'm going to take this like bone shade here on a big Morphe R37 brush and just dust that all over right up to my brow bone. Then I'm going to take the second shade, a Morphe E27, and just blend that into the crease. Then I'm going to take this really pretty rosy colour, again on an oval brush, and just pop that all over the lid. I think I'm going to use my finger. Yeah, the pigment is definitely a bit better if you use your finger. I'm not going to lie, I don't know if it's a combination of everything, but I really am not loving this palette at all. Like, when I put like shadow on or go in with a blending brush, it literally just blends everything away. The pigmentation is so patchy, so uneven. I'm just going to go in with this darker shade and just try and smoke it out a little bit to see if that does anything. It's so weird, the brush is like packed full of shadow and it's just not transferring onto the lid. I'll show you how bad this is. Look, here is just me trying to put the pigmentation on. It's like flown everywhere because it's so powdery. My lids just look a mess, and also because my eyes are watering a bit because I've got hay fever, it's like collected in a cluster over here. That is just bizarre, and the powder is so patchy. That is awful. Right, so to rectify this whole situation, my brother actually picked up one of my favourite products, and it's the Freedom Contour Pan in 03. This is one of the first products in ages that I've literally used up completely, so I'm so happy he picked up another one because I've been meaning to. So I'm just going to lightly contour my face using this. And because we had such a disaster on the eyes and I took them off, I'm going to use the same contour pan I just used and just put that through my crease just to give my eyes a little bit of definition. And then for highlights, he got me the Freedom Pro Highlight, and this is in the shade Ambient. Now, I don't really know if this is meant to be like a dupe for ambient lighting powders by Hourglass, but honestly, it just gives the most subtle glow when the light hits. It's like not blinding at all. It's so natural. Now, I have really built this up. This is a good 2 or 3 layers. But I feel like you could probably use this powder all over your skin if you just took a big fluffy brush like this one, which is the Real Techniques 103 brush, just dipped it in and put it all over your face. If you have dry skin, I feel it would look so beautiful and give you this gorgeous glow. If you want a blinding highlight that is really inexpensive, I think it's similar price to this, then go for the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter. This is in the shade Golden Lights. As I mentioned, we didn't get a full face of makeup, so I'm going to go ahead and apply mascara, and for that I'm going to use the Mega Volume Miss Baby Roll Mascara. I've recently filmed a video of my top 5 favourite mascaras, so if you want to see that, I will leave it linked above now. I definitely check it out. It's like my countdown of my favourite mascaras from the drugstore of all time, but this is one of my favourites, so go check out that video if you want to see how highly I rate it. Then last of all, he picked up one of the new L'Oreal lip paints. This is in 205 Apocalyptic Red, and this is one of the matte collections. Now, luckily, actually, the palette didn't work out because the rosy hues probably wouldn't have gone with this red. Now, I'm really intrigued to try this out, so let's give it a go. Okay, it has a doe for applicator. I thought it'd be like a squeezy tube, I don't know why. It's got a very sweet, like, candy smell. Now, it does feel pretty thick, not gonna lie, but it's going on quite well. It's not really patchy at all. I probably would have applied a lip liner with this first because it is quite hard to go, like, really precisely around the edge of your lips, but we'll keep going. Now, I wouldn't really call this matte. It's still got kind of like a satin velvet finish. One thing I have to say is if you make a mistake this isn't that easy to get rid of. It's definitely not like an everyday lip colour, and it doesn't really work with like how neutral and subtle the rest of my makeup is, but it is a really, really beautiful colour. I'm kind of intrigued to try out more of these. That kind of sweet smell has still lingered a bit, which I don't love. I don't really love fragrance products, and also I didn't do a very good job of staying within the lines. I mean, it's a little bit wiggly, but the pigmentation isn't patchy at all. I think he's done a pretty good job. I mean, this lip colour isn't me at all, but I actually really, really like it. I really liked everything. The only thing I literally hated and would not recommend is this collection Eyes Uncovered Matte Nude Rose palette. I absolutely hated that. It just looked awful, as you could have seen from the footage. I literally love how the skin turned out. These two new collection concealers are actually amazing. I highly recommend them. This Freedom highlight in the shade Ambient is so, so beautiful, so natural. I'm actually in love. I never thought I would like a really natural highlight, but this is stunning. And I have to admit it, I do really like this lip colour. When he picked it, I was like, oh my god. As you'll have seen, he went for a bright pink one, which I think he could tell I wasn't that happy with, so he changed it to this one. And I'm actually really impressed. I really, really like it. But yeah, let's call him in. Do you want to come look at the makeup, see what you think? Okay. Brotherly love. Come in. Oh, that's not walking to a cupboard. Oh, sorry, things on the floor. What do you think?
I like it.
I do too. This palette, this one, horrific.
Yeah.
Like the worst thing I've ever used, so I took it off. But yeah, I do really, really like this lip. It's nice, isn't it? Good choice, broski. I don't have anything like it either. So there we go. That is the look I created with the makeup that my brother bought me. How did you find that challenge? Did you find it hard?
Medium rare.
Medium rare, brilliant.
Medium rare. It was
Thank
quite
you.
difficult. I just picked the models that I recognised and got their things. So yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty happy.
I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. As I said, the eyeshadow was absolutely dreadful, but everything else I really, really enjoyed, and I will definitely use again, so sick
Ow.
one. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a massive thumbs up. Also, click my face to subscribe. Oh, we're gonna have to go over here. Or we can do it over here. Let's do it on there. Click my face to subscribe. I love you guys lots, and I will see you very soon. Bye!